Hello, and thank you for clicking on the little thumbnail thing on the YouTube thing, and welcome to an Odd Odyssey. My name's MizOdd, and here's my first year in Stardew Valley. So yeah, here's me, MizOdd. Gonna live on Odd Farm, I like jelly beans, and yeah, I've gone for a hilltop farm, whatever that means, not doing no research me. And the game starts us off nice and cheerful, with my grandfather on his deathbed. I guess I'll hold on to that letter for at least 10 years, till I'm sat at my desk at work, bored one day. Good thing I keep that letter on my person at all times, just in case, eh?
Dear MizOdd.
Yep, he always
if
called me
you're
that.
reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me.
Yeah, I'll read that later. I get the gist. I get the gist. I think it's time to go on an adventure. Yep. Don't you wish moving house was always this easy, eh? Coach up, no boxes, and someone to show you around when you get there. Yeah, that's the life. Thank you. I like my new home. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, it's me. My granddad said hi. Cool, presents. Unfortunately, it's just seeds, so I didn't waste any time. Got to make granddad proud. So my first day I got right to it, planted some parsnips. Got them all watered and everything. And then I went into town to meet some of the locals. Hello, Abigail. Yep, that is me, the new guy in town. Oh, yeah, thanks. I guess I'm unwanted. So I bought some new seeds from Pierre. I hope I'm making the right choices here. And then went on to say hello to some more people who will hopefully be nicer. Apparently not. Definitely unwanted. So I'll go hang out on my own like a loner. When I got back home, I planted the bits I bought at Pierre's. Made sure I was all set up, and then I also built my very first chest of the game before heading to bed because I was shattered. Day 2, I watered everything because that's what I have to do. Can't have them dying on me. I also met Linus, who was friendly enough. Yeah, he was very nice. I also had a go at fishing, which was lovely. Can't do that in the city, and it turns out I was rather good at it. I then started clearing out some more of this farm, but it's an absolute state, and I hate physical labour, so it's not going too well. All in all, I'm pretty unhappy with my new way of life, so I placed down some candles just to help, and then went to bed because I feel low. To top it off, I only made 110 gold. Could have made that in an hour on my old job. Day 3, it was raining, so you can already tell what my mood was like, but I did get on some foraging to try and get them pennies up, and I also did a bit of fishing and a bit of wood chopping, and then I went to bed early, again like a loser. But fortunately, I did level up my foraging and also my fishing, plus I made closer to my normal day rate, which is pretty great to be honest. Day 4. I was feeling positive, so I accepted a quest to bring Robin 25 pieces of stone. Nothing like helping a neighbour to become part of the community, right? Then I watered my plants in the dark because I forgot to do it earlier, and went straight to bed, earning a measly 75 gold. If you'd like to help cheer me up, feel free to leave a comment or hit the like and subscribe button. So time to do better on day 5. I started by collecting some parsnips, then I went looking for treasure on the beach, and I also did a bit of fishing because that's me now, a fishing time person. Then I went to the museum and donated them the cool anchor I found at the beach, which I'm still kind of kicking myself about because I kind of wanted it. I also went to Pierre's and got some more seeds which I planted and watered back at the farm. Good stuff too, because I leveled up my farming. Yep, that's more like it, and I'm earning okay pennies. Here we go on to day 6, which I call Scarecrow Day because every farmer needs a scarecrow, so I'm going to place it right about here. Yes, this is me, a farmer with a scarecrow. I also received a rusty sword, and then I went and gave Abigail some veg. Yes, that is the veg. Cool. Yeah, I could have told her it wasn't exciting and saved her the money, but I'm mean like that, so I used her money to buy myself a new backpack. I also went mining for the first time, which was great fun. I loved it so much, I got to level 5 before calling it a night. So yeah, that's day 6 done, and money was, yeah, okay. On we go on to day 7. So, Lewis showed me the old community centre, which I swear is haunted or something, although he didn't seem to see anything. I also gave him a birthday present, which he, I hope liked, no, disliked. So I went to bed feeling sad. But at least I did level up my mining that night. Yeah, the money's still dribbling in, but I guess onwards we go to the second week as a farmer. I paid Clint a visit so that he'd break some geodes open. Then I went to the museum and gave them some bits in return for some seeds. Yeah, thanks. Then I did a bit of mining, got myself some copper and went back home to plant some seeds. So many activities in one day. I also visited the wizard, who I'm pretty sure gave me some kind of hallucinogenic drink because I tripped out and then went straight to bed, earning just a little bit of pennies again. Time for day 9, where I collected potatoes. I love potatoes. I also went and gave some stuff to the community centre. There you go. I planted and watered some new seeds, and then I left some copper smelting because I need copper. Go me. I did things. I think that earns me a nice little rest because I like sleeping. There we go, a bit more money. Still small amounts, but day 10, and Marnie decided to dump a dog on me. I never asked for a dog, but it felt rude saying no. I had some more parsnips to connect, which is ace, but I also found out the local shop is closed on Wednesdays, which I wasn't so stoked about, so I went and started a fight with a sand monster who I kind of misjudged as it was way stronger than me. So yeah, kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I'm here, I'm waking up. Linus saved my ass. And I promise I'll try and be more careful. I did, however, lose 5 items from my backpack, and annoyingly, it was the parsnips. I'm really gutted about that. So I called it a day, leveled up my combat, which at least is something, I guess. Eases the pain a little, earn a little bit of money, and onwards we go on to day 11. I completed the spring foraging bundle. Woo! And what did I get in return? Some more seeds. Yeah, in return for my hard work. So I went and bought some more seeds from Pierre, and then got them all planted up. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to all this watering now, because that's going to take quite a long time. I also went foraging, which proved pretty successful, so I went to bed feeling pretty proud of myself. Yeah, money. Pretty proud of myself. And it's Friday, which means the weekend's almost here. I started by collecting seashells on the beach, like the proper little emo that I am. Guaranteed I was listening to something like My Chemical Romance by the looks of that jumper. Then I went foraging in my favourite little spot, gave Robin the axe that I found for her, and then headed down and bought myself a wooden sword, because I deserve it. I do, a wooden sword. So I treated myself to a little bit of mining. But it was getting late, so I had to turn around and go home before I passed out. And there you go, that's day 12. Here we come, day 13. I got some posts, some of my favourite biscuits from Mum, just stuck to a letter with some sellotape, you know, normal stuff. I then watered my plants. A lot of watering, as per usual. Then I went and entered an egg hunt, but I won't show you the footage because I lost to Abigail, who I now dislike with an almost hateful passion. Before going home, I gave some bits to the spring crops bundle too. You know, need to keep that up. And that night, I leveled up my farming, which is great. Woo, go me. Still not doing so great on the money making side things though, so must try harder. Day 14, I decided what the farm really needed was paths. Paths everywhere. I also watered everything, then went to Clint's for some geode smashing. Then I did a little bit of fishing from the bridge and used up all my energy before going to bed slow and tired, but with fishing leveled up. Yay! And a bit more money coming in too, which is great. Day 15. Day 15, the winds did howl and the parsnips did need harvesting. There was also some mining needed, which I'm afraid to say might not have ended that well. Yeah, didn't go too well. Embarrassed again. Yeah, I'm here, and this time it's Maru. Hell, yeah, so I went and hid under my covers. Not even level up my mining could cheer me up, really. But you could if you hit the like or subscribe button. Yeah, you really could. Day 16 mainly consisted of watering my now time-consuming veg patch and also doing some foraging, which is always fun when the berry bushes are full. I also took some of these lovely berries to Linus. Here you go, Linus, some berries. Though then I also went and took some berries from in front of his tent, so I'm not sure how much good I did there. I'll try and be a better person in the morning, but I did earn quite a bit of money, so maybe not. Day 17, flowers. I like flowers. I got everything collected and also watered, but I also bought a well because it will make filling the watering can that is, easier. So we'll put it right over here, I think. Yeah, there. And that's enough excitement for one day. Which is why I made less money probably. But yeah, here we come, day 18. I had lots of bits to harvest, and I really wish stuff actually made this noise when you harvest it, because it's really fun. I also bought some more seeds from Pierre's, donated some stuff to the museum, earned myself some melon seeds. Woo! I also did a bit of foraging. I like that spot, and I went to bed feeling shattered. But I leveled up my farming, yep, and I also leveled up my foraging, both to level 3, and earned a decent amount of money. So I'm pretty happy and looking forward to day 19, which is important. I paid Clint a visit and left my watering can to get upgraded, but I also kind of forgot it would take a few days. So yeah, oops, no watering can for a few days. I also paid the community centre a visit and handed in a cauliflower. There we go, and that will finish off the spring crops bundle. Yay! Thanks for that. I'll have that speed grow. And yeah, I made it to level 10 of the mines, where I got some leather boots. And I went to bed carrying a gold nugget like a true hero. But yeah, I didn't earn too much money. Oops. On we go on to day 20, where I did a little bit of fishing. A little bit of mining too afterwards. And yeah, that's really about it. I did level up my combat, so it's pretty worth it. But not much money, so I need to get my stuff in order. Day 21 was rainy and wet, so I put some tappers in, planted some seeds, collected my watering can, and also smashed some geodes open. Smash open, yes. Smash the geodes. I also went back into the mines where I got absolutely ambushed by these buzzy, annoying, buzzy, flying things. Just go away, don't kill me, please. Yeah, and I only barely made it out, but I did make it out, and I also leveled up my mining, which is great. Day 22 was also rainy and wet, but there were cauliflowers to collect. I also added an extra tapper, made an extra furnace, and kept clearing some space in the farm to make it all look pretty and stuff. But as you can probably tell, I wasn't feeling my best because I went to bed super early. Although I am pretty stoked with the amount of money I made that day. It's day 23 and it's rainy and wet for a third day in a row. I won't complain though, as it's less watering for me. I harvested some bits, paid Clint a visit to upgrade my axe, and then I headed out to do some foraging. You know, sewer veg is my favourite kind of veg. I also did a bit of fishing before heading to bed. And yeah, I got myself a bone flute. Good stuff. That night I leveled up my farming to level 4 and earned a nice amount of Muna. On day 24, the curse of the rain had lifted, so I was back on watering duties. I also extended my path a little bit more to make the farm look a bit more homey. I then headed down to the spring dance, where I obviously bought myself a rare crow before standing in the corner like a loser, feeling jealous of everyone because I didn't have a partner. I went home and, yeah, placed my rare crow. I'm sure that will help me feel better, at least a little before going to bed. Not that I made over 1,000 gold, so yeah, not that great. Day 25 and we're back to it raining, so I collected my crops, checked the post, money from Mum, that's always good. Then I went to Clint's to pick up my new axe. Woo! I also, yeah, had a go at clearing the quarry on my land because there's quite a bit here. That night I leveled up my fishing and, yeah, earned a decent amount of money, so feeling a bit more positive with this whole farming business, I am. Day 26 and I'm not planting any new bits as the season's almost over, but there's bits to collect and then we headed into the mines. I love smashing crates and barrels, all the way down to level 20 where I got a steel small sword, going me, and made a decent amount of money. yeah, that's day 26. Day 27 is a Saturday, so I went fishing before doing any other farm work, which was mainly cutting down some trees, clearing some more space on the farm. Need the space. This whole area is, I've got plans for it. I've got plans and I'm looking forward to showing you. So that night I leveled up foraging to level 4. And yeah, made some Muna. And summer is almost over. In fact, it's the last day of summer. So I made myself some charcoal kilns. I also gave some more bits to the museum, which earned me some starfruit seeds. Thank you. Then I went and did the last bit of foraging for the season, which is always good. And I built myself a preserve jar before bed, because that will be useful. That night, I also leveled up my farming, and I chose to become a rancher. Yeehaw! So yeah, that's me, a rancher, and that is summer done. Getting into the swing of things, I think. You know that song, the one that goes, "Summertime and the weather is fine." Well, they lied. It's hot, sweaty, and there's mosquitoes everywhere. I hate it. There's also work to do in said heat. But at least I have enough material to pay Robin a visit and get a new coop made. Yes, please. We'll build that, and we shall place it down here. Yeah, this is going to be chicken area. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning. I also went to Pierre's and stocked up on some more summery type seeds, which I obviously got planted up. And yeah, I ended up working late into the evening and not having much energy before going to bed. On day 2 of summer, I cleared this little area up here, which I want to use for fruit trees. I think they'll look really cute. I also cleared this area over here and placed a tapper, then went to Clint's and asked him to smash some geodes for me. Smash some geodes, please. Yes, then I went and donated some bits to the museum and got myself a nice painting, which I placed at home before watering my little seedlings. Yeah, that is the day. And obviously it's the start of a season, so yeah, money's coming in. It's going okay. On to day 3, and Demetrius, I hope that's how you pronounce his name, woke me up to talk about some cave. So I chose bats, and as I was already up and about, went fishing, then mining, where eventually I made it all the way down to level 30. Yep, I did. And when I got there, I went to bed, because that was enough for the day. I did level up my mining and also my combat though, which is great stuff. It's Thursday and I have a new coop. Yay, coop. I then watered my plants and then headed to buy some chickens for my new coop. So yeah, chickens please. How cute are they? Look, they look adorable. I then went fishing, but Willie decided to come and make me feel incredibly uncomfortable. So yeah, so I went home to bed. Sleep off that situation. I have to think about that. And yeah, money's coming in. So I am a happy farmer, or rancher, I should say. Day 5, I watered my plants again. Then I went and got some new seeds, because yeah, I like seeds. And then went to finish the summer foraging bundle at the community centre, which got me some new summer seeds. I also checked out the bathhouse. I think I deserved a little dip to relax after all my hard work. And then I went back and got on the grind again, prepped some more land for summer harvest. Yeah, I need some of the land for seeds. I also cleared some more of the quarry I've got on my land before saying hello to the doggo and going to bed. Yeah. Onwards we go on to day 6. Saturday it was raining, but the cave Demetrius told me about was chocker full of fruit. Them bats have been hella busy. I started clearing this section, I went to have some bees, and then I went mining and got down to level 35. I did think about going further, but I was feeling lazy, so I went home to bed. I think I deserve the rest, and at least I'm earning some pennies. It's day 7, which is a Sunday, and I got some post from SVT. I'm not sure who delivers posts on a Sunday, and I'm not sure who they are, but I did have some chilies to collect, which I was happy about, because I love them chilies. And then I told my chickens I love them before stealing their egg and going to buy some more chickens. Yeah, so I bought some more chickens, and I will place them in my little coop. You can go here, and Fresa is a good name. It means strawberry in Spanish. I then went and paid Clint a visit and asked him to smash some geodes for me. Please smash those geodes. And I finished the weekend off with a bit of fishing. which turned into quite a lot of fishing, actually. Yep, it got late, so yeah, and I collected some rubbish, so I went home to bed, sleep it off. I am glad to say, though, the money is coming in, which I am really happy about. Day 8. Here we go. I harvest, and I preserved. I chickened around a little bit. I collected from my back cave. I also cut down some trees, and I went to bed a really, really sore man. But I leveled up my foraging and became a forester. There we go. A forester, that's me. And yet, money. I'm happy. Here we come. Day 9. Again, there was a lot to harvest, and there was also a lot of watering to do. So, when I was done, I went to the bathhouse for a dip, because I deserve it. I followed that up with some mining, and I ended up getting all the way to level 40, where I got myself a slingshot, which I'll probably hardly ever use. But yeah, at least it was an eventful day. Day 10, the bountiful harvest continued. I also laid down some more paths before heading back into the mines. Did a bit of this, a bit of that down there, and then after that I went straight to bed because bed is good, and I deserve my sleep. I'm really happy to say that the money is still rolling in though. I need to get those numbers up. Day 11, and I've got to say hello to my chickens, and it's good to see some of this maple syrup ready. I also collected some fruit from my bats, and then I went and got all my watering done. There's a lot to do when you're a farmer. Then I went and added a hot pepper to the communal soup. I was kind of expecting it to go worse than it did, to be honest. So all in all, it's not really a bad day. Yeah, off to bed. On Friday, I harvested some bits and placed down my first beehive. Here we go. This area will look really good eventually, I promise. I went for a visit to Pierre's and bought an apple sapling and some flowers, which I will plant around the beehive to get it all kick-started. And there we go. This is my little orchard area, which is going to be really good one day. And then I went to do a little bit of fishing and built myself a mayonnaise machine, which I'll place here in the coop before going to bed. And I'm glad to see that I got over 2k that day. Rainy Saturday morning doing chores around the farm. And once I got everything done, I went for a little bit of mining. And I made it down to level 48 where it was really cold. But I got tired, so I went home to bed. My farming went up to level 6. And yeah, I got some much needed Muna. I need to keep getting those numbers up. Day 14, I collected some of that nice jelly, then dropped some items off at the museum, which earns me another painting. I spent the rest of the day clearing some of my farm and quarry before going to bed. Yes, I need my beauty sleep. Look at all these bits I had to harvest on day 15. I was starting to collect so much stuff that I needed a second chest too, so it'll go here. Then I paid Clint a visit for some geode smashing. And also because once you've done that, I would like to upgrade my pickaxe, please. Thank you very much. I then dropped off some bits at the museum, which earns me a singing stone. And I'll place that here. I also placed another egg mayonnaise machine in the coop and told my chickens I loved them very much before going to bed. Ooh, money. Thank you. Day 16 is on its way. I really hate watering, which some would say makes this game really not for me, but I disagree. After watering, I placed another preserve jar and went to visit Willie, where I bought a fiberglass rod. I also paid the community centre a visit, because I wanted to finish off the summer crops bundle, which earns me a quality sprinkler. That's quite useful after what I was saying about not liking watering, eh? There we go, leveled up my fishing, earned me some money. Good day on it and all, I'm pretty happy with that. On day 17, there's all the usual stuff to do around the farm. I also placed a recycling machine in my fishing spot and went to Clint's to pick up my pickaxe. Thank you very much, Clint. Then I did a little bit of fishing on the pier, and when I got home, I placed a third chest before going to bed. Look at me with all the chests. Yeah, I got the chests and the money. And it's day 18. Emily came round to visit and tell me about tailoring, which I'll probably never get to using, but it's nice of her to pop over. I think she just wants to get round to see what the house was like, to be honest. I did all my watering and then went fishing for a bit before coming back to the farm and placing some grass around for the animals to have as food. I also did some more paths because I like paths, and yeah, paths are important. And there we go, that's day 18. Not as much money, I'm sorry to say. Have to improve on that. On day 19, I went straight to Marnie's and I got some chickens. Kiki will be your name. Thank you. Yep. Please send her around. I then made sure they all had enough food because they need to eat. I then went over to the mines because I wanted to get further, and eventually I made it down to level 50, which yeah, there we go. There's the ladder. There we go. And I got some tundra boots, which I obviously immediately put on before running home to bed. And there we go, making a decent amount of money too. On to day 20. There was farm chores to do, so I did farm chores. I also finished off the artisan bundle at the community centre, which got me a new keg. And it was very dark, but I did place it in my orchard, and then I did some fishing before heading to bed. And that is day 20 done. I'm glad to see the money is coming in at a decent amount. In case you hadn't noticed now, it's day 26. Yes, I kind of fluffed up and forgot to hit record. Oops. But as you can see, everything is looking nice and there's some bits to harvest before doing a little bit of fishing. I like fishing. And then donating some bits to the museum in return for a large futon bear, which I absolutely adore. I then went over to visit Emily, but the game told me off for bothering her too much this week, so I went home, placed my awesome bear and kept clearing some more of the farm before going to bed. That night I leveled up my foraging. Yay! And I also made some decent money, which is great stuff. On to day 27. And yes, in case I forgot to mention, during those days I didn't record, I paid Robin a visit and asked for a house expansion, so here it is, my bigger house. I also got the first wine from my new barrel and then went to pay Clint a visit for my new pickaxe, which I immediately used to clear some of those big ugly rocks in my farm. Then I went over to the community centre and purchased a 5k bundle, which got me some disappointing quality fertiliser, so I went home feeling sad and ate a flower in my new kitchen to cheer myself up. Then I did my best to do the watering in the dark before going to bed because I'd forgotten again. So yeah, in front of my nice big house, going to bed, very tired, in the dark, and earning myself a decent lump of gold. Here comes day 28. I'm feeling positive. I woke up to some new posts from Demetrius reminding me that the moonlight jellies would be passing by tonight. I'll probably forget about that, to be honest. I harvested bits, collected some honey, got rid of some more ugly boulders, then headed to Robin's and asked her to construct me a new shiny barn. Yes please, the barn. I think we shall build that and we will place it here. Yep, then I prepped the area with some more grass. I added another tapper. I'll place that here. I also planted some more seeds. But after watering the first few, I passed out tired. Oops, tucking myself out there. And yeah, that is summer done. Which is okay with me, because I'm really looking forward to fall. I like fall quite a bit. Yep, it's freaky, it's witchy, it's pretty, it's orange, it's autumn, fall time. Which obviously means getting new seeds prepped and watered, saying hello to my chickens, picking up their mayonnaise, and then heading to bed absolutely shattered on my first day and not earning as much money as I would really like, to be completely honest with you. Day 2 of 4, I continued clearing some of my farm. I need to get it all nice and clear, and also the quarry all clear, please. I want it all empty. I then constructed a new beehive and placed it in before going over to the community centre and added some bits to the full foraging bundle. And that is day 2 done. At least the money's starting to go up again, but yeah, not quite where we need it to be. Day 3 was mining day, and guess what? I managed to get myself a sword, an iron edge, which helped me get all the way down to level 54. Go away, and eventually 55. Yep, that's good work for today. So I went back home, but forgot to water the plants. which meant I passed out before getting them all wet, unfortunately. Fell asleep in the dark, did level up my combat and my mining, and I chose to become a geologist, but not much money, so yeah. Pros and cons to that day. Here we come, day 4. I collected some of my new honey, watered some plants, went down to check out my new barn. Ooh, barn. But yeah, it's completely empty at the moment, so I headed down to Marnie's and got myself a cow, which we will call Tessa. Here's me showing Tessa I love her, and placing a painting in my now big bedroom along with that bear that I love. And also, yeah, paths. I like paths and a little bit of fishing before heading to bed. Go me. Look at me with the fishing and my nice big bed. Leveled up my fishing to level 6 too. And yeah, earned some money. That's day 4 for you. Here comes day 5. It starts off like a lot of other days, really, with some harvesting. I also went into town to buy some new seeds from Pierre. Thank you for the seeds, Pierre, before heading down to the saloon and giving Emily a gift because, yeah, just giving Emily a gift. Then I did some fishing and I went to bed. On day 6, I collected materials all day. That was my day, collecting materials. Just collect. I also made some more preserving jars. Placed them down. Here you go, preserving jar. I did a little bit of fishing. And yeah, that was day 6 for you. I did level up my farm into level 8 though, which I'm really happy about. And yeah, money's coming in. And on we go on to day 7, or 1 week into 4, and I spent the day clearing out some of my farm. I also made some more preserving jars and placed them down. By that point, I needed a sack to have enough energy for watering because I'm silly and forgot about doing it again. Before bed, I watched some TV and learned how to make tortilla. Is that Mexican tortillas or Spanish omelette type tortillas? Don't know, but I made some money. And yeah, that was day 7. On day 8, I had some jelly in my preserving jars and some honey to collect. I spent the day cutting trees and foraging, but then my hard drive filled up and I ended up losing some footage. So I'm afraid to say here we are on the morning of the 9th. I'm sorry, I promise I'll be more careful in future. I went out collecting some materials and also some berries. I like berries from the bushes. Then I placed a new mayonnaise machine in my coop, headed off into the mines for some stone. I needed stone. And then I went home and created and placed a new preserving jar. It was dark, so you can't really see. But yeah, then I went to bed. Day 9, done. On day 10, I collected some syrup and then noticed that, Tessa was ready to be milked. So, yeah, I milked her for the first time. And then placed some crab pots down. There we go. And a new tapper into the trees. There you go. Before watching some TV where I learned how to make pancakes. And then heading to bed, where I'm sure I'll have dreams of pancakes. So, yeah. That's day 10 done. And day 11, I was making some more bee houses because I like bee houses. Just going to keep expanding that area, which is going to look ace when it's finished. Then I went to Clint so he'd smash some more geodes for me. Yes, please. Smash, smash, smash. Then I headed to bits into the museum and got myself both a chicken statue and some pumpkin seeds. Then I went to the community centre and finished off the crab pot bundle, which got me some, what did they get me? Oh, some crab pots. Yeah, I should have known that really. I placed a chicken statue here and added the crab pots to the others I'd just made. And then I went back to the community centre to finish off the full foraging bundle because I'd found that on the way home. So I got myself some fall seeds. Yay. Then I went over to the saloon because I thought I'd treat myself to some pizza for all the hard work I've done. I deserve the pizza. So I had some pizza and then went to bed. And yeah, earned a good amount of money that day. It's day 12 and we're back at Clint's for some more geode smashing. I just can't resist. Then I went to visit Emily, but she really hated my gift, so I went to work away my worries at the mine, where I managed to get all the way down to level 59, but then had to run away to bed scared of the ghosts. But earning a good amount of money, so not all bad when you think about it. On Saturday, I added some trees to my orchard. I think this area is going to look so nice when it's all finished. I really do. I also added a couple of new furnaces. They'll be really useful for doing all the smelting I need. And then I went down to visit Marnie and buy myself a new cow. Yep, cow please. Dairy cow, yes. I also then added a cheese making machine into the barn, the cheese maker, and then I went to bed, earning myself a nice little lump of gold there. And there we go, that's the 13th. Now, on Sunday the 14th, I headed straight to the community centre after doing farm chores, and I finished the full crops bundle, which got me a bee house. I'm happy about that. I then went to Clint's and left my my axe to be upgraded. There we go, have that please. Yes, I'll come to pick it up soon. I placed the beehive and did some watering, which is really important. I need to keep everything watered, and then I placed another barrel in my orchard because I need to get everything prepped to make more money. And then a little bit of fishing because I like fishing before going to bed. There we go. That's the 14th done. Money coming in. I'm glad to say that's what we want to be seeing. On the 15th, I had posts from Major Lewis. Stardew Valley Fair tomorrow, and I'm supposed to bring items for a display. So yeah, I spent the day collecting bits around the farm. Need to get everything sorted, and then headed down into the mines. I managed to make it all the way down to level 59 again, but this time I actually managed to find a staircase down, I'm glad to say, which means I get all the way down to level 60 before it's too late, and that fortunately gets me a crystal dagger. Not my favourite, but it's cool to add to the collection, and yeah, I earned a good amount of money that day too, so pretty happy with how we're doing all in all. Day 16. I went around showing my chickens some love because they deserve it, and I feel like they were getting neglected a bit. Yeah, and no one wants neglected chickens. I then went down to the fair where I got my display in order. Here we go. Get everything sorted, and then I went to go play some games. So I started off with this fishing game, and I wasn't too bad. I did alright, so I did a little bit of fishing and earned myself a nice little lump of tokens, which I stupidly gambled here. And we'll see how much I gambled. I gambled, yeah, all of it. Let this be a lesson to anyone watching about gambling, because, yeah, no, I lost it all. So I went back to fishing, and yeah, and played some more games, and earned myself all the tokens, and then went and bought myself a rare crow and a star drop eventually. Yeah, yum. Apparently the star drop reminded me of jelly beans, which were my favourite thing, remember, jelly beans. So my maximum energy level has increased. I then went and talked to Major Lewis, who says I won second prize for my little display. So I used the money to buy myself a fedora and walked home looking really cool and earning a nice amount of money. Day 17 started with picking up eggs. Always a good start to the day. Then I popped into Clint's and picked up my new axe. Here it is, all shiny and new. Pretty proud of that. Then I thought I'd head into the mines to go fishing at level 60, where I managed to just about catch myself a ghost fish. Yay! I actually managed to make it down to level 63 before having to run away. Run away. Then I headed to the community centre and finished off the adventurers bundle, which gets me a small magnet ring, which increases my radium for collecting items. I love it. So I went to bed feeling happy and earning a pretty decent amount of money too. Day 18. I milked some cows, which they seemed to enjoy quite a bit. Then I watered my plants. Yep. And I headed off to get rid of that annoying log blocking the secret woods. So, whilst we're there, we get some mushrooms. I like mushrooms. And yeah, secret woods. We'll be spending some time here later on in the game, doing bits and pieces, collecting some jellies and hardwood. I leveled up to 7 foraging and earned a decent amount of money again. Here comes day 19, where I woke up to post. Mum sent me a cake, which obviously got very squished in the box. I'm sure I'll eat it regardless though. I also got a couple new barrels prepped and added them to the orchard. Yeah, this is going to look ace. Apple in the barrel. Then I headed off into the mines because I want to keep getting further. Eventually I made it all the way down to level 65 before deciding it was probably best to head to bed. So that's what we did. Day 19 done, earned a really good amount of money. On to day 20, which was normal and full of collecting bits around the farm. before I stopped recording and didn't restart till the morning of the 21st. Oops, all I can do is apologise and promise to do better in future. But yeah, on the 21st I headed to Robin's and asked her to build me a silo in preparation for winter. Thank you, Robin. I also bought myself a workbench and a calendar. Thank you, treating myself today. I then went to find Caroline, who had asked me for a pumpkin. I didn't realise it was for Abigail though, otherwise I wouldn't have helped. I also bought a new tree from my orchard from Pierre and got it planted. I think the area is going to look really lovely eventually. And yeah, there goes my workbench, which means it's now attached to 3 different chests and I can build bits really easily. Ooh, I love that. And yeah, here goes my calendar so I can check for birthdays and events before bed, which I'll probably still forget to do. I then built and placed a new cheese machine. Yep, cheese machine goes there, and did a little bit of fishing next to my lovely campfire before watching some TV and learning to make glazed yams. Yeah, sure. And going to bed, which got me level 9 farming. Woo! And yeah, money coming in. All good. On to day 22, which I'll keep it short. I spent cutting down trees. That's pretty much all I did. And then I went and chatted Emily up a bit more. Yeah, and that's about it for the day. Earning me a nice little amount of money. Doing alright. I'm alright at this farmer thing, I am. So yeah, new silo was in place on day 23, so I cut down a bunch of grass and started getting it all prepped for winter, and then went to visit Clint and got a geode smashing. I also gave some bits to the museum, which got me a rare crow, yay! And then, yeah, I gave Emily a gift she didn't like, so I cheered myself up by buying myself a new backpack. Thank you for that. A deluxe pack, yes. And then I did a little bit of fishing, went and milked my cows, because they deserve some love too, and then headed to bed. And that's day 23 done, earning a not good amount of gold. What is gone wrong there? So on Wednesday the 24th, I headed to the community centre to complete the construction bundle, which gained me a charcoal kiln, which I didn't really need. I then went mining, as I did need the stone to upgrade my coop. And on the way home, I headed in to give Emily another gift, but the gate told me off for bothering her again, so I went fishing and then headed to bed. Yes, that was a good day for money though, so not too bad all in all. On day 25 I went and bought myself an iridium rod. Thank you very much, Willie, I will have that. And then I went out fishing, obviously to try out my new toy. It was alright, but that's pretty much all I did that day, other than earn myself a nice amount of money, which is alright by me. Day 26 I knew I had to be more productive, so after harvesting my crops and reading my post, thank you, I expanded my pass a little. Yes, that's the important thing to do. Then I went to visit Robin and asked her to start expanding my coop. I also collected some more grass from my silo. I need the grass before spending the evening cutting down trees. All evening cutting down trees. But I obviously left a little bit of time for fishing before going to bed, which is pretty useful because that evening I leveled up to level 7 fishing. Yay, go me. I also made quite a bit of money. And yeah, fall's almost over, so on day 27 I added another barrel to my orchard. I need as many as possible before winter because that will come in handy. Here you go, apple for the barrel. I then collected bits around the farm before heading into the mines, where eventually I made it down all the way to level 70. I'll get there in a second. Here we go, there we are. And yeah, that gets me a master sting shot, which I'll probably hardly ever use, but oh well. I then went into town for the festival. Yeah, there's me, and I bought myself a rare crow and made it round the maze to get myself a gold pumpkin too. When I went to bed, I actually leveled up to combat 5, and I chose to become a fighter. That's me, a fighter. And there's my money, and we're on to the last day of fall. Day 28, and I placed a chest in my living room to store all my spare weapons. I also harvested the last of the autumn veg, and accidentally gave some mayonnaise to Robin. Yeah, you're welcome. I also made some of those aerials that collect electricity. You know the ones I mean. And then I made myself a glowstone ring so I can see better in the dark, before heading back into the mines where I got quite a few goodies. I did, and eventually managed to make it all the way down to level 80. There's the path over there, but just collect some more goodies for good measure, because it's good to have lots of nice things, shiny things, and I need the stone too. Oh, and there's another path. So yeah, level 80, where I got myself some firewalker boots, which I obviously Firewalker boots I obviously put on straight away so that I could go home with my Firewalker boots and my glowstone ring lighting the way, looking really cool in my fedora. And off we go to bed, ending fall with some really good money. Yeah, I like money. First day of winter, and getting crops is obviously going to be harder, so I collected everything, went fishing, and then I headed to visit Emily at the saloon. And yeah, I gave her another gift after saying hello, but she hated it again, so I'm not doing so well there. But what I did do is go back over to the community centre and complete the ocean fish bundle, which got me a warped beach totem, and I went to bed feeling cold. And that was day 1 of winter. On day 2, there was fortunately plenty of jams and jellies to collect. I then spent the snowy day cutting down trees, need all the wood I can, and also fishing in the snow before huddling up in my little cold cottage for the night. I still earned pretty good money though, which is not too bad considering it's winter. On the 3rd day, I collected all the bits from around my farm, hello chickens, before heading over to Clint's where he smashed some geodes open, and I also got him to upgrade my watering can. Good timing as it being winter and all. I then left some bits at the museum and got myself a skeleton, which I like very much. I headed over to Robin's and asked for some big barn upgrade, please. And then I headed back into the mine where I placed a chest so that I can leave things safe before going down into the mine, which is exactly what I did. I headed down into the mines and collected up some gold, which, I'll need. And that's all I did that day. Money's going down a little though, so need to find ways of keeping that up. On day 4, I tried talking to Robin while she was doing work and she didn't take it very well, so I did some bits around the farm, like place a new seed machine and clear out my quarry. Then I headed right for the mines for some explosive fun. I managed to collect loads of gold nuggets. I also ended up making it all the way to level 90. Which ended up with me getting an obsidian edge, which will make my life a lot easier going forward. And I think that earns me having a good night's sleep. And I leveled up my mining to level 7. And yeah, money's looking better too, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's day 5, and I added some sprinklers because watering by hand sucks, and I want to avoid that in year 2 as much as humanly possible. These are quality sprinklers because little sprinklers I just find are pointless. I also expanded some more paths, collected daily goodies, hello cow, then I headed to Clint's to collect my new shiny steel watering can, and whilst there he might as well smash some geos open for me. Loads to give into the museum, so yeah, there you go, which meant I got not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 rewards, including a rare crow and a big bear statue, which is absolutely ace. So yeah, it's time to go and finish the winter foraging bundle at the community centre and earn myself some winter seeds. Yay, seeds. I also completed the 10k bundle, and that gives me another lightning rod, which is useful. It can go here next to the other lightning rods. So next I prepped the winter seeds too, though Doggo kept getting in the way. Then I smelted some gold before heading all the way back to the community centre to complete the blacksmith bundle. I know my time management is terrible, should have done that earlier, but yeah, that helps. I also completed the geologist bundle. It kind of made it worthwhile though, so I got myself another furnace and some omni geodes. Nice, more smashing to do. And look, all these little fellas all happy. I can't be bothered to watch that again though, but yeah, I'm going. Sorry, I'm not going to watch you putting a star up. Yeah, I get it. And look at these little fellas all happy and fixing up the minecart for me so I can get around easier. And that was day 5. Pretty productive if you ask me. On to day 6, I woke up to an unusual request from Clint. He wants me to give an amethyst to Emily and tell her it's from him. Sorry Clint, but I think I might just tell her it's from me. Thanks for the idea though, and you can tell I'm serious because I instantly went to check how my relationship was with Emily. Needs some work. So yeah, I took the minecart to the mine, died, and then just ended the day with some fishing before calling it a night. Yeah, mine didn't go so well. 1 week into winter and peers at my door telling me about a new seed that's coming into the shop in the new year. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I also got some posts from Major Lewis telling me about the Festival of Ice. I almost feel popular. I also kept working on the little sprinkle area, but I'm still not happy with it, so I'll probably just keep messing around with it until eventually I get there. But yeah, still not quite where I want it. I then went down to Marnie's because I wanted to have some goats, and that's just what we'll do. And goat please, and they will live in the barn that I've upgraded. It's now a bigger barn, so there's goats that can live in there too. I'll also get some extra ducks to put in our coop. Into the coop you go. And then I went to visit Emily. I went to give her a present, and yeah, that's right, it's a present from me, not from Clint, from me. Yes, I am sweet, I know. Yeah, from me. No, I just got it at Clint's, that's right, I just got it at Clint's. Oh, yeah, I'll take the kiss too, I'll take the smooch. Oh, and who do we bump into but Clint? Yes, just talk about the new minecart system. Don't mention Emily, do some fishing, and just forget about the whole situation. And yeah, that was day 7. And we're on to the second week of winter, and there's plenty to collect around the farm, and a lot of animals to say hello to too. Hello. And it's also the Festival of Ice, but we'll see if I can be bothered to go to that. A train was passing by, so I headed up to collect some bits, and to do a bit of train spotting, because that's what people that live in farms do as a hobby, right? Train spotting. Anyways, I got some goodies and then headed into the mines, determined to get down to level 95. I didn't cheat at all and place a little staircase or anything, I swear. And yeah, level 95 almost killed me, but I managed to get out alive, and that night I also managed to level up my combat, which is good news for me. But money still needs to keep going up, definitely does. Day 9 I headed straight back to the mines, why not, it's winter time, might as well make use of the crappy cold weather to go into some dark, hot mines, right? And it went fairly well. I made it all the way to level 99 and then made my way around the spiraling cave, they're my least favourite. But yeah, eventually I got to the middle for the satisfying crate smashing. Ooh, crate smashing. Only to find the exit down was all the way back at the start. But yeah, made it down to level 100 and got myself a star drop, which tasted of jelly beans again. I wonder how long it's been down there. So yeah, my energy's all the way up, and I found a squire's helmet, which I'm obviously going to wear from now on. So yeah, went to bed looking sexy and fashionable. Hello, day 10. I sold some bits to make up for not selling anything yesterday like an absolute loser. I also placed my new bear statue next to the silo, which I think looks great. Then I looked after the animals. Oh, she loves it, doesn't she? Then I headed to Clint's to process some geodes, which, yeah, please process my geodes, Clint. That meant I had bits to give to the museum, which earned me a crystal chair. Ooh, shiny. I then went to visit Emily, but gained some kind of magical power, which meant I was in a dream. Maybe my farm is just part of a dream and this is an inception kind of thing. Yeah, I'm confused as to why I'm here too. Sorry if it's invasive. Oh, rainbows. And yeah, I didn't really listen to what she said. I just disappeared like a weirdo. But she didn't seem to mind because I gave her a gift back in the real world and she seemed to like it. I spent the rest of the day cutting down trees, need the wood, and also placing some little bits around my farm, like this little obsidian bars, and these little seed machines, and also some cheese machines to go in the barn here, because we need more cheese. Yeah, making all the upgrades whilst I can. Then I watched some TV, learning to make trout soup before going to beddy beds to sleep. And I made really decent money, so I'm pretty happy with that. Day 11, Gunter woke me up, and yes, it is too early. But yeah, we won some kind of award for my contributions to the museum, and now I get a present for doing so. He's going to give me something, let's see what he gives me. Please, yeah, golden shovel award. Oh, he talks a lot, doesn't he? Yeah, thanks. A rusty key. Thank you very much, I will take that. I then popped into Marnie's for some new ducks. Sure. We will place it down here. There you go. Yeah, sure. Seeker, that can be your name. I also got a new goat whilst I was at it, and we'll place that in the barn. Here you are, and Bertie will be a good name, sure. I then went and saw Emily. She talked about fish. I love fish talk, so I gave her a present, which she seemed to really like. Thank you very much. I also went for an adventure into the stinky sewers with my new rusty key. It was green, smelly and gross under here, but I did meet Krobus, who seemed nice enough. Although he was very nervous about people finding out about him, not sure what he's hiding really. And yeah, he sold some good bits, but they were expensive, so I thought I'd think it over while doing a spot of fishing. And you know what, I'll actually go and take a void egg. There we go, collect my mayo whilst I'm at it. and I've decided I deserve being tortured, so I'm going to drive myself crazy with this drum beat that goes off anytime I run past my chests, which is all the time. I also cut down some trees, because I need the wood, as usual, and also do a spot of fishing in the snow before calling it a night. And there we go. That is day 11 of winter. Money not as good as it should be. Let's get that sorted. Day 12, and it's Emily teaching me how to make salad. I think she likes me. After doing some chores around the house, I realised I actually had even more posts, and it's a wizard asking me to give away even more free stuff. Okay, I guess. I headed up to Robin's because I want a shiny new coop creating, please, and it will live down here. Yes, down there. Then I went and did some fishing because, yeah, I really like fishing, before heading to the saloon to chat to Emily. You can see the pattern here, can't you? Yeah, and she really seems to want to hang out, which is great news for me. I'm in. I then went over to the wizards and gave him some of that void essence he wanted, which at least paid well, so it wasn't free stuff after all. Back at home, I decided to decorate my house with a scary door on the table before going to bed. And yeah, that's day 12. On to day 13, and here's a chest to store all my seeds. Nice and handy for next spring. So put some seeds in here. I also had some goodies to harvest and some animals to show loving to. Then I went over to Pierre's because I wanted to upgrade my trash can, because why not? I like trash cans, okay? Then a spot of relaxing mining, crate smashing, all that good stuff. You know how much I love it. And I managed to get all the way down to level 105, which is great. That's what I wanted. And that night I leveled up my foraging to level 8 and mining, which earned me a nice little sum of money for my troubles too. And on to day 14, where there's more posts reminding me about the travelling market that will be in town, down at the beach. And there's free coffee, so yeah, I'll definitely be there. After telling my animals I loved them, I headed back down to the mines for some boom boom time, which seemed to work well because, yeah, I got all the way down to level 100 and, well, 110. There's a staircase. And yeah, that gets me some new boots, some space boots for my feetsies, which I'll put on straight away. Let's put it on. And when I got home, I placed these little lights around the well because I think it looks nice, and then I went to bed. And yeah, that's it. Nice amount of money, and on to day 15. So, I was still messing with this little farm sprinkler area, but it's definitely getting closer to what I have in mind, I think. Yeah, I think so. So I went over to Clint's next, because I needed to collect my shiny new trash can. Here we go. Then I asked him to get straight back to work, upgrading my watering can to gold, please. Thank you very much. I spent the rest of the day gathering some resources before heading down to the nighttime market on the beach. I chatted up Emily a bit, as per usual, and then I bought myself some nice plants from the farm. Obviously I got myself a free coffee too, because it's coffee. Ooh, coffee. I like coffee. Once I had my coffee, I went over to watch the mermaid show, but to be honest, I really don't get what all the fuss is about. I mean, the mermaids are just scary, to be honest. I mean, look at her. Pretty scary, I think. I also went and did a spot of submarine fishing, which I didn't even realise was a thing. But yeah, I had a pretty good time at the market, tuckered myself out, spent most of my money, and then I got a magic taxi home. And that was the day done. Didn't earn as much money because I was too busy having fun that day. Onwards we go to day 16. Important things first, time to place my nice new plants near my beehives. One over here and here, yeah, that's it. After doing my farm chores, I popped over to give Emily a present, but she wasn't in, so I did a naughty. I tried snooping on her computer, but it wouldn't let me. So I went over to give Willy what I thought was a quest squid, but was actually just a midnight squid and didn't count, so he just took it as a present. Yeah, thanks for that, Willy. Great, thank you. I also popped into the saloon where Emily gave me a lovely compliment. I like compliments. Yeah, I always wanted to be a farmer, yes. I gave her a present which she thought was fabulous, and I spent the rest of the night in the mines, where I managed to get all the way down to level 115. That's it. By that point, it was getting late though, so I called it a night and went back home. Yep, get the lift all the way back up and earned myself a nice amount of money. Thank you very much. Day 17. Clint decided to be really cheeky. I got some post and he was asking me for an iron bar, which I think is ridiculous as he literally works with the stuff, but yeah, sure. I also went and made some mega bombs because they are mega and they go boom. So yeah, it's great. After that I went to visit Clint and I picked up my new gold watering can. Very happy about that, and I also asked him to smash some geos for me, but I didn't give him an iron bar because I didn't feel like it. Instead I went back to the mines with my boomy mega bombs. Yeah, they go boom. And what I found was a hell of a lot of shrooms in the caves. I also caused some major chaos with my mega bombs, and eventually I managed to make it down all the way to 120. There's the path, and yeah, I skipped a few levels just to speed it up a bit, but this is where I found the skull key. Great. I would have rather had some gold, but I guess that will do. Save that for next year's adventure, I think. To celebrate, I went back to the night market, rode to submarines for a spot more fishing, and then I treated myself to a magic taxi ride home again. Thank you very much. I even had time to watch some TV and learn how to make stir fry before going to bed. Ooh, stir fry. I like stir fry. Great stuff. And yeah, made some nice money too. I think I'm getting the hang of this farmer life. I also feel like winter just has so much more posts than the rest of the year, and now I have to do even more work and get a secret Santa present for Jazz. Just great. So yeah, I did all my chores around the farm, and then I went over to give Clint that stupid iron bar. Great. Yeah, I hope you like it. Yeah, good stuff. I also got him to start work on upgrading my axe to gold whilst I was there. I then went and did the proper goth thing of reading gravestones. Loves doing that. But I learned some useful bits for next year. There we go. I will remember that. And then I read some boring gravestones that I just wasn't that really bothered about. So I went to pay Emily a visit, and she decided to keep talking about fish. Which, you know me, I found the topic really hot, so I gave her a present. There you go, a present. I know it's fabulous, so I gave it to you. I then went back to the 80s levels of the mines because I needed to collect a bunch more mushrooms for the community centre. And yeah, I found quite a few. Just all the mushrooms. So yeah, I collected all the mushrooms I could find. Look at how many there are. There's just mushrooms everywhere. And I went to bed feeling pretty chuffed with myself, if I'm completely honest. Yeah. Day 18, successful, if I do say so myself. On day 19, I collected a load of jelly and jam, then did all my farm bits. Yeah, farm bits before heading to the community centre, where I gave a mushroom into the field research bundle before realising I'd sold too many, and now I didn't have enough, so I went back to the mines, but yeah, I didn't do so well. I didn't do so well at all, and I ended up passing out. And guess who found me down in the mines? Again, embarrassing Linus. Yeah, he found me, helped me out. Awesome dude. And yeah, I promise I'll be more careful. Careful. And damn it, I lost the slammer. I am absolutely mortified. So yeah, could you get me my slammer back, please? Thank you. I spent the rest of the day feeling sorry for myself and doing a bit of fishing. Yeah, fishing. But that night, my luck changed as I was able to head back to the community centre and give a chub in to finish off the field research bundle from before. So pretty stoked about that. Annoyingly, all I got was a recycling machine, so I guess it will just go here with the others. Yeah, and that was a long day, so beddy times is definitely needed. At least I am earning a semi-decent amount of money. I know other people will think they're doing better, but yeah, I'm happy with that. And I woke up to my slammer sent through the post. How it fit in the mailbox, I'll never know. But yeah, I'm glad it's back. I spent the morning doing a bit of fishing whilst I waited for Clint's to open, then went and picked up my new gold axe. Thank you for the gold axe. Before heading back into the mines, collecting resources. Still on the lookout for some more shrooms, but no such luck. So I went home to pick up some eggs. Thank you for the eggs, and fish a little bit more before going to bed. Just a little bit of fishing. And then go sleepy sleeps. Fortunately, my combat went up to level 7, and my fishing to level 8, which means I can now make worm bins, which is really useful. Good stuff. On to day 21, and there is more post. This time Robin asking me for hardwood. Great, more work to do. I went down to Marnie's, and what I did was buy some new ducks for my new little coop at the bottom here. Not that one. Keep going down. New little coop. Thank you very much. I also went and placed my first worm bin, which means we're on the way to being self-sufficient with the crab cages. Good stuff. I then did my favourite thing ever and extended some paths. Got to get things ready for spring, eh? So yeah, I've started connecting all the areas up and getting them ready for my next big plans. I'm pretty stoked with how it's coming along though. And after that epic path making, I headed over to the mines to meet Dwarf, who I just kind of ignored up until now. But yeah, he was very interested in milk, and also sold a nice rare crow I wanted. So yeah, I went back into the mines to search for mushrooms, but I didn't have much luck. No luck at all, in fact, no mushrooms at all. So I went back home and placed my scarecrow in my farm, which I'm very happy about. I was kind of sleepless, so I dropped a duck egg off at the community centre and then went back to Dwarf just to give him a present, some milk. Here you go, I've got it somewhere. Where's my milk? There it is. Here you go, Dwarf. But yeah, he wasn't impressed. Before bed, I watched my all-time favourite Queen of Sauce and learnt how to make pumpkin pie, which I hate in real life, but I guess is worth knowing in the game. And then I went sleepy. Sleepy butt to bed, please. Yes, there we go. And that is day 21. I think this is a good time to remind you to hit that like, hit that subscribe, keep me positive, please. On day 22, I looked after my animals. Then I went to the secret woods where I found this little bit I'd never actually noticed before because I am a silly bean. So yeah, didn't know this was here. And then I went to the community centre and left some maple syrup, which means the exotic foraging bundle is almost done. I just need that purple shroom I stupidly sold before. So back to the mines, I went in search of it. I found a diamond, no shrooms. So yeah, I went back to bed because I was tired and it was a long day. And that is it. That is day 22. On to day 23, where I added a second worm bin, which means we should have enough bait for the cage now. That's it. I also went over to Clint's for some geode smashing action, and I also asked him to start work on upgrading my trash can. Again, I love trash cans. I went to pop into Pierre's and bumped right into Emily, so I gave her a gift, which she liked. That's good stuff. Then I burst into the aerobics lesson to give Robin that hardwood she wanted. I thought I'd be rude and give it in front of everyone so they all knew I'd done the hard work. That's it, Robin. Let everyone know it was me. Back at home, I tidied up my inventory. Look at all the shiny things I have. I also went to my favourite fishing spot before bed. And yeah, that's it. That's day 23, earning a pretty decent amount of money. I'm happy with that. Day 24, and I had to show the little duckling some love. I love you. I also had posts from Major Lewis reminding me about the feast tomorrow, as if I'd forget. I spent the day back in the mines trying to find mushrooms again, which actually proved successful this time. All the shrooms for me. All of them. So I headed to the community centre, which means I can finish off that exotic foraging bundle. Woo! And I got some food. Thank you. I love food. Honestly, that's a really thoughtful gift. And yeah, those little things scared the living daylights out of me. They might have had to clean the floor after that, to be honest. But fortunately, they did. Look at how pretty they're going to make this room. Look, look. Oh, it's all lovely. And they also put a second star up, which is great. I didn't watch the first one, so I stuck around to watch this one. Yeah, that's right, little fella. On my way home, I popped in to see Emily at work again. I thought I'd bother her, but she liked my gift, so it was okay. And yeah, I think she's hinting at wanting to move in with me already. Yeah, moving a bit fast there. Just wanted to get married first, so you wouldn't have to visit my house as it's not clean at the moment. When I got home, I learned how to make coleslaw. I also did a little bit of fishing and then headed my butt to bed. That night, the little magical bumpkins over here fixed the bridge that leads into the quarry, which is great because it means that there's more things to explore. And yeah, made some money. And on to day 25, where I headed to check that area out for myself. that they'd opened up. I also checked out the new cave in there, but I wasn't prepared, so I actually ended up turning around. But not before I got... Yeah, go away. 1 rice shoot, please. Yes, I'll take that. But I need to go because it's the 25th and there's parties to be at. So I headed to the party where Caroline told me how smashed she'd got on eggnog. I also gave Jazz her present. I thought long and hard about giving her a mega bomb. I did, but decided an emerald instead. I hope someone gives me something just as thoughtful. Yes, an emerald. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope someone gives me something good. Yeah, and here's my secret Santa. Hi, Marnie. Yeah. Yes, hello. You were very slow there, and I kind of guessed with what you have in that box and everything. I'm just excited to open it and see what I got. Eggs. Eggs. Could have been a ride-on lawnmower. Could have been some better sprinklers, but eggs. Thanks, Marnie. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's great. I think that deserves hiding under my covers, to be honest. Go to sleep for the night. And on we go, on to day 26. Hopefully this post is something good. And yes, it's Gus asking for an albacore. Just more work for me, thanks. So I looked after the animals, then headed to Clint's to pick up my new trash can, which I immediately decided was worth upgrading to a gold one because I love trash cans. Yeah, so I'll see you in a couple of days. Then I spent a lot of the day cutting down trees from the quarry. I needed the trees, but I also went back into that scary cave and got all the way to the end. All the way to the end after this guy, where I managed to get myself a gold scythe. Woo! Gold scythe. So I went back home and celebrated with some fishing at my favourite spot before bed. Unfortunately, I'm still making a decent amount of money. Day 27, and all my little chicks are annoyed at me right now, and rightly so, because I forgot to feed them yesterday. Yeah, bad Papa Miz. I bumped into Willie in town and he complained about the local fishing scene. I felt bad for him, so I gave him a seashell to help him feel better, and sure he never sees seashells where he lives on the beach. I then spent the evening clearing the quarry until I had no more energy left, and I had to drag myself home in the mine cart. Fortunately, it's right there, so I went home to bed. And that's it. That's going to be the last day of winter coming up. 1 more day left. Best make it a good one. So yeah, I collected all the bits from around the farm, then headed to Robin's, where I got the recipe to some iron lamps, because that's what I wanted. I want to implement them into the farm next year. I also went to Clint's and collected my gold trash can. Ooh, gold trash can. I love trash cans. I popped into Willie's and gave him an end-of-the-year gift because I want to progress this storyline and have been pretty lazy with it, but he just tried to sell me some more stuff, ungrateful sod. I visited the little travelling caravan and bought some seeds. Should I have? Did I need them? Probably not, but I wanted to treat myself to something nice. I also went to the secret forest and cut down some hardwood. Manual labour to finish off the year is great, right? I also placed some more barrels in my orchard, which will really help with income next year, and then I added some more beehives in too. See, I'm thinking ahead here. I think there's still space for a couple more though. Before bed, I watched on TV and learned how to make cranberry candy, which sounds just lovely. Thank you very much. And yeah, that'll be the end of the year. Full of work, full of good stuff that last day was. Going to bed for the last time in year 1. Good night. I'm just kidding, I'm still here. It's all bright, green, warm and springy again, and there's plenty of work to do to get the farm looking nice. So let me know if you'd like to see year 2, or maybe if there's another game I should try out, or if there's something else you'd like to see in my edits. Yeah. And just remember how nice it is to hit that like and subscribe button, and how much I like receiving comments, and I'll definitely say howdy if you leave me one. Yeah, link me to videos of photos of your farms. Make me jealous. I'm sure they're all better than mine. As I said, this is just a normal farm. No speed running, no trying to do any. Just a normal year 1 with little normal old MizOdd. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Goodbye, you lovely people. It's been a fun year. Bye bye. There's more videos you can watch to the side there as well. Bye.